Nebraska volleyball head coach John Cook was named the American Volleyball Coaches Association National Coach of the Year today.
This is the third time in his career he's won this award. Cook led the team to a record of 32-1, and of course that Big Ten regular season trophy during the season, and that #1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. He is 5th among active NCAA Division I coaches in wins, and he is nearing his 850th career win. Congrats to Coach Cook, always well-respected coach amongst the NCAA, and of course a legend at Nebraska. This season, Nebraska welcomed 5 freshmen to the team. We've seen 4 so far on the court, and they make quite the impact.
Definitely, with each of them bringing something new to the floor each night, pairing well with the solid group of sophomores and juniors. Setterberg and Riley, I mean, what more can we say about her her accomplishments on the floor this season? Second team All-American honors, Big Ten setter and Freshman of the Week honors in the regular season, and of course becoming the first freshman to ever take home the title of Big Ten setter of the year.
I mean, she's been a big stabilizer to this Nebraska offense. Over 1,200 assists this season, averaging a little over 10%. Becca Alex spoke yesterday about Bergen's composure on the court, saying, quote, she knows what to do and she knows just how to manage in really big situations. She has been a great addition to the team. Defensive specialist Lainey Choboy has been electric to watch on the floor. Her ability to chase down loose balls in the back row has been huge for the Huskers. She's not afraid to throw her body on the line sometimes, as we saw a few times this season. And she may be the smallest Husker at 5'3", but the way she plays, that passion on the floor, makes her larger than life on the court.
Definitely, and 200 digs for the freshman this season, and only 1 attacking error all year. 37 assists as well, and she's been so much fun to watch with these Nebraska Cornhuskers. An outside hitter, Harper Murray, has been absolutely phenomenal for the Huskers this season. Second team in kills with 371, averaging 3 kills per set. And she's been great from the service line, leading the team with 34 service aces, and second on the team in points with 438. Philip, she's been excellent.
And how about her defense as well? 241 digs. She's averaging 2 digs per set to go along with 60 total blocks this season. Harper earned many awards this season: AVCA All-American Third Team, AVCA Region Freshman of the Year, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. She also earned All Big Ten Freshman Team and a unanimous All Freshman Team accolade. It's been a big year for Harper, and it's shown on the floor. And of course, middle blocker Andy Jackson rounds out this, what we're calling the Fab Four. 228 kills this season for the freshman, second in the Big Ten in hitting percentage as well.
Right, the Colorado native had offers from schools like Texas and Baylor, but it was a former Husker that helped her get to this point here at Nebraska.
She's like the most athletic girl I've seen, like ever, and she's a super good person, everything. And so I think we got some film on her and watched and was like, yeah, she needs to be a Husker.
Freshman middle blocker Andy Jackson has made quite the impression this season. Jackson was a star at Brighton High School in Colorado, catching the eye of top programs around the nation. During that time, she was receiving lessons from former Nebraska All-American Christina Hotelling. Christina says after a few swings, she knew Andy was the real deal.
Definitely an athlete I don't see very often. And so I'm just going through and talking to her about what she's thinking for college, where she's wanting to go. We finished our lesson, and I went out to the car and I called Coach Cook and I was like, hey, I feel like you should check this girl out.
Christina says she knew that Nebraska would be the perfect spot for the incoming freshman.
I think just knowing that Coach Cook and all the coaches there put in the time to develop the athletes, and you're not just a number, and they don't just expect you to come in and like give results. They're gonna grow you and develop you.
Fast forward to 2023, where Jackson is a key piece of a very talented freshman group. Hotelling has kept a close eye on the Fab Four and is excited to see them grow together.
They're just fearless. Like, they don't know any better. Like, especially as freshmen, like you just come in, you play balls out, and then, yeah, that's just what you're supposed to do. And like, we're never out, and like you never really feel like they're out. It just really does feel like a special team, and it's impressive how big of an impact those 4 have had this year.
Jackson is grateful for the relationship she has with the former Husker.
It's a huge component of why I'm here, and I'm super, super grateful that God brought her into my life, because I don't think without her and that connection that she created, that I don't think I would be here. I have to give huge credit to Christina, not only because she trained me as a player, but just giving me that connection with Coach Cook and just really saying amazing things about this program. And obviously, when I talked to her about it, I was like, that's somewhere I want to play.
No seniors on the roster this year, but that has not slowed down the Big Red as they are led by a good group of players.
Right, it's the experience, like players like Allie Batenhorst, Lindsay Krause, and Kennedy Orr, so many other players that have helped exceed so many expectations for this young team.
Libero Lexi Rodriguez picking up right where she left off from last season. Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year for the second time. AVCA All-Region and All Big Ten First Team honors for the third time. And her play out on the court has always spoken for itself.
And on the defensive side, middle blocker Becca Alec brings such an incredible energy on the floor. She was huge in the Huskers' win last week over Arkansas. A career-high 12 blocks in that win, and she's going to play a big part in this matchup today.
And of course, the captain, Florida transfer Merritt Beeson, has helped steer this ship since the beginning. The junior leading the team in many categories and building quite the reputation in Lincoln. Becca Alec spoke about her teammates' impact last night after practice.
I talked about Bergen slowing down huddles. Merritt does a great job of that, and she's very intentional with her eye contact, and you know, she feeds into my animations and my gestures. Like, she feeds into all of it. She celebrates all of us in each of our own ways, and so it's really nice to have somebody constantly meet you where you're at.